Hey there, Pokemon fans, Readers here with another deck review video. This week I'm going to deck review, playtest and hit the tournaments with the Night Striker theme deck, which came out with the X and Y breakthrough set. So I'm just going to start with I don't like this deck so much. Unfortunately, I don't think that it is powerful enough to win tournaments. I don't think that it is good enough to compete against better decks like the Pangoro deck, which is the Dark Hammer deck. But anyways, I'm going to review it anyways, and I bought it, as you can probably tell. And let's just start with it. I suggest not buying it if you don't need... for example, Gengar is a good one. So if you need Gengar, that's fine. This Noivern is quite cool, especially with the break card in play. And I don't know about Cresselia, but if you don't really need any card from this theme deck, just I don't know if you should buy it. But anyways, we have two Zorua, which is quite it's not such a bad card, you know. The Moonless Madness, it's quite cool. The Dark Age is not good. The Dark Edge is not good. 30 damage discard an energy card attached to this Pokemon. Are you serious? Zoroark is quite nice. Okay, Zoroark is quite nice. It is a 100 HP Pokemon. It's a rare, by the way. It's the first rare of the deck. Stand in is nice once during your turn, before you attack, of course. If this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch this Pokemon with your active Pokemon. So this Zoroark is a free switch for itself. And Mind Jack is a double colorless energy attack, which you don't have double colorless in this deck, by the way, but you know, 2 energy attack, 10 damage plus. This attack does 30 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So that means 160 damage is the maximum that you can do. You deal 70 damage with 2 Pokemon, 100 damage with 3 Pokemon, 140 damage with 4 and 160 damage with 5 Pokemon in your opponent's bench. That's quite nice, but you know, your opponent can predict that and bench less Pokemon. That's the bad thing about this Zoroark. And 100 HP, it's not so much. The weakness to fighting is very, very, very bad. Very bad, because the Dark Hammer deck is so freaking popular and almost any Pokemon can knock out Zoroark with one hit in the Dark Hammer deck. Then we have two Teddiursa, which is a card that I'm not going to really get into. It evolves to Ursaring, 130 HP. This is a very good tanky Pokemon. It cannot be knocked out by many rares of your opponent. So there are few rares that can hit for 130, but not so many. So this is quite a cool thing. It can endure 2 hits from a very good opponent's rare. It has the Drag Off ability. With 3 energy, switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. This attack does 50 damage to the new active Pokemon. So you can basically knock out few of your opponent's basic Pokemon or already damaged Pokemon this way. That's quite nice. I've never used it this way, but you know, it can happen. And with 4 energy, swing around, 80 damage, flip 2 coins. This attack does 40 more damage for its heads. So it is definitely a threat. It is a threat, but do we really want to invest energy in this guy? I don't know. Again, the weakness is terrible. The fighting weakness is terrible right now in the meta, so I suggest playing not playing decks with fighting type weakness. It's gonna be disastrous. We have next 2 Rolls evolving to 2. Sorry, that's my phone. We have 2 Rolls evolving to 2 Kirlias, and unfortunately we don't have a Gallade or any other or a a Gardevoir, unfortunately. But Rolls has the Nap ability, heal 30 damage from this Pokemon. That's not good enough. And Smack with 2 energy. Okay, Kirlia has the beacon. Put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. That's amazing, a very control this card, and that's basically why I like Kirlia in this deck. That's maybe the only reason why I like Kirlia in this deck. And quick turn, 30 damage times the coin flips, and you flip 2 coins. I would not really try this, but the beacon is nice, it's very nice. And by the way, it puts the supporter into your hand from your discard pile, not in the top of the deck. And what's awesome about this card is the Mr. Mime right here, the star hue. I'm not sure. And the awesome looking Kirlia, one of my favorite artworks ever. Next we have Misdreavus, 60 HP, weakness to darkness types. And that's bad because Pangoro is there and he's very powerful. Haunt, put 2 damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon. I'm not sure about that. It may be good, it may be bad. It doesn't count weakness, resistance and stuff, but I don't know. 1 energy, 20 damage. That's basically what it is. And we have 2 epithets. Mirror Barrier, flip a coin. If hits, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn. That's quite cool. And with 3 energy, Rolling Tackle, 50 damage. That's sort of okay. 100 HP, that's nice. Weakness to Psychic, that's expected. I don't like it so much, but you know, it's a filler. It can be a threat sometimes. We have 3 Ghastlies, which is quite cool. Sleep Potion, flip a coin. If he has your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep and poisoned. That's very nice. I like the mansion in the artwork. It's amazing. It's the usual Ghastly haunting mansions and homes. Amazing. Weakness to darkness. As I said before, that's bad. And it evolves to Hunter, 70 HP. Gothic Fear. When you play this card from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you may leave both active Pokemon confused. And I'm not sure about this because you have both confused, both your and your opponent's active Pokemon confused. By the way, in this artwork, Ghastly evolved Hunter to Hunter and he left the mansion. As you can see, the mansion is in the background now and not in Ghastly is not inside the mansion, so that's awesome. Poison Ring, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. That Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's turn, so this time you poison. It's sure that you're going to poison and there is no retreat, so no coin flips. That's nice with 2 energy. And finally we have Gengar. Now there is no mansion at all, there is pure madness, and that's what Gengar is all about. We have 130 HP, that's a nice 2-stage Pokemon, stage 2 Pokemon actually, with Sinister Fog. 1 energy, your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. Put 1 damage counter on each of your opponent's bent Pokemon, that's very nice. And with 2 energy, Creep Show. If your opponent's active Pokemon has 3 or more damage counter on it, that Pokemon is knocked out. No question asked, just boom, knock out. So if you find a way to deal 3 damage in your opponent's active Pokemon, you can instantly knock him out with Gengar. So I predict combos with this guy. Did you notice the 0 retreat cost? What can I say? That's fantastic. The weakness to dark types, again, it's not good, but you know, we have to get used to it. Let's move on. We have 4 Noibats. There are quite a lot. We should not have 4 Noibats, but whatever. It evolves to Noivern. We have 2 Noiverns. That's the Fitsuit card of the deck. 100 HP. That's quite bad. That's the only thing that I don't really like about this Pokemon. Tuning. Shuffle your hand into your deck, then draw a card. Draw a number of cards equal to the number of cards in your opponent's hand. That's nice. It's actually a battle reporter, sort of, but you just lose your turn to do that. But you can do it repeatedly. Not bad. With 3 energy, Air Slash, 120 damage, which can pretty much knock out almost any good rare Pokemon of your opponent in the Theme Deck category. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. That's okay because we have supporters to bring energy back. We're gonna get there. We have weakness to fairies, and that's not so bad because there are not so many fairies in the Theme Deck category right now. And 1 retreat cost, which is sweet. We have 2 Inkeys, I believe, 2 Inkeys, which is not a good card in this deck, just a filler, I guess. 50 HP with 2 energy, 10 damage times the coin flips and you flip 4 coins, it can be good, but I don't like to depend my luck on coin flips. And Cresselia is the last rare with 110 HP. My way! If there is any stadium card in play, this Pokemon has no retreat cost. That's quite nice. Moonlight Gain with 3 energy, 70 damage, and you heal 20 damage from this Pokemon. So this can be a very annoying Pokemon sometimes, but it is possible to get one-shotted by few other Pokemon. So that's why I'm not sure about this card, but it can save the day sometimes. So let's quickly go through the trainers. We have 2 trainers, male, Professor's Letter. Brain lag right there. Thumbs up for the brain lag, by the way. We have 2 Professor's Letter to fetch our energy and get the energy that we need. So 2 basic energy. Reserve Ticket. We just flip a coin. If heads, we put in the top of our deck any card that we like. That's nice. We have 1 Switch. It can be very useful sometimes. We have 1 Fisherman. This is a very important card in this deck. Put 4 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your hand, so you have an infinite Noivern attack. We have 2 Tiernos to draw cards, 1 Wally to quickly evolve our Pokemon, maybe our Noivern or maybe our Hunter and Gengar. We have 1 Skyla to bring another trainer card from our deck to the hand, so we just basically lose a turn to bring the trainer that we need. We have a Pokemon Fan Club to bring our Noivern, our Ghastly, our whatever. We have a Pokemon Cider Lady to heal 60 damage from any of our Pokemon that we like to, and we have a Giovanni Scheme to either draw until we have 5 cards or to increase our damage by 20 for 1 turn, so we can deal 140 damage with Noivern if we like to. Then we have 7 Darkness type energy and 11 Psychic type energy. So overall, it's quite of an interesting deck. It has sort of a synergy. I'm not sure, it's sort of a synergy, but I don't think that it is powerful enough to win a tournament or anything else, and I believe that's because of the supporters. Those supporters are not so good. They're not bad, but they're not so good. For example, the Dark Hammer deck has 2 Professor Sycamores. Those 2 Professor Sycamores can elevate the deck to the next level, because you just fix your hand whenever you need to, and you can win games with just 1 Professor Sycamore. But anyways, overall, I suggest buying every single deck, in every single theme deck in the Pokemon TCG Online, because why not? 500 tokens are not so freaking many. There are quite a lot, but they're not so freaking many, so why not have all the decks? I buy all the decks not just for the reviews, but I sort of collect them. But I'm not sure if this deck is a good one. I'm going to deck review, playtest with it, hit the tournaments with it this week, and I will probably never ever play with this deck again. So if you buy decks for just having them, go ahead and buy it. If you want to buy the deck for the Gengar, that's also a choice. But anyways, until next time, take good care of yourself. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like it, share it with your friends, tell me your opinion about this deck in the comments below. I would really like to know if you like it or not. And until next time, take good care, subscribe, bye.